So, to multiply a monomial and a polynomial, you have to use the distributive property. And you should remember the distributive property. What you do is you take, so let's put the multiply that by x plus y plus z. The distributive property is where you take it and you put it in all of these, and you multiply all of them. So it would be ax plus ay plus az. Wow, that is not a z. A z. You see that you distribute it to each of these. Bella y. Oh, good Lord, help. Okay, so sorry about my cat. What you do is here. So here we are going to take our a, which we'll just call the 6x to the third. 6x cubed. Well, that is our a. So here we are. I'm just going to rewrite the problem as I do this. So 6x cubed. And then the rest of it is, as you can tell, let's go for watermelon, so we use pink. The rest of that. That is what you are distributing everything to. Three x to the fifth minus 5x squared plus 7. Okay, I wrote that too close, but whatever. Okay, so then we're going to distribute the 6x third, meant to the squared, meant to the, Lord help, 6x cubed. We're going to distribute that to each of these things. So you're going to distribute it, I have to draw my arrows under, I'm sorry. You have to distribute it here, and then you have to distribute it here, and then you have to distribute it again to here. So we're going to take 6x cubed and multiply that, multiply it by the first thing, which is 3x to the fifth. Multiply that by the first thing, 3x to the fifth. And then you add that to plus 6x to the x cubed times the second part of this, which I should not use blue again, which would be the 5x here. Negative 5x squared, you can't forget the negative. So you would multiply the 6x cubed times negative 5x squared. Okay, and then since you distributed that, now you're going to distribute the 6x cubed, oh that's ugly, cubed to the last one, which is positive 7. So 7. So now you're doing all of these separately, okay? These are all their own little problems. So we'll start out with this right here. 6 times, what do we do? Remember, you take, you're basically just doing the monomial thing again, multiplying the two monomials, where you have just this, the ax times blah blah blah. So here you have the ax times the blah blah, another ax, I guess, bx, what you want to call it. So then you say, what is 6 times 3? Well, 6 times 3 is 18. My bad. 6 times 3 is 18. So that would be 18. And then 18x, because that makes it easy. So then you do say, hey, let's go ahead and write that down. 6 times 3 equals 18. So you can see where I got that number. And then you say, hey, what about these things? What about these suckers right here? Well, to multiply your thingos, you actually add them, you know, add. So then you say, what is 5 plus 3? Well, 5 plus 3 is 8. So, therefore, your little exponent up here will be 8. Okay, you move on to the second one over here. Okay, so 6 times negative 5 over here. 6 times negative 5, what is that? Negative 30. So then you know that you have a negative 30 right here. Negative 30. And you take your little x and you stick it down there. And then you look at your exponents, which is 3 and 2. So you say, hey, what is 3 plus 2? Well, 3 plus 2 is 5. So that will give you a negative 30 to the negative 30x to the 5th. So now you look at your last problem. Bella, please stop. So then you take your last one, which is 6x to cubed times 7. Okay, well, what is 6? 6 times 7. 6 times 7 equals 42. So then you go over here and you write down positive 42. You take down your x. The reason why you take down into your... Okay, look here. So, what is x to the third times 1? See, you can add a little times 1 here because there's nothing here. So, x to the third times 1 equals what? X to the third. So you just have another x to the third. That makes it pretty easy, right? So then you just stick that up here because there's nothing to add. So x to the third. And there you go. You have your answer. This is it. That's your answer to this problem. Make sense? Kinda? Okay, cool. Over here, you do it again, okay? Oh, wow, you have fractions. That's pretty spooky. I hate fractions. I don't know about you. But here, they are kind of necessary, but that's okay. So, what are we going to do? We're going to take our A. Here's our A. I guess it helps that the variable is actually an A here, right? Okay, so we take our A, which is right here. Our A, negative 2A squared. And we're going to multiply it by all of this junk in here. Okay? So we're going to have the negative 2A squared. And we're going to multiply it by all of these. We're going to distribute to this whole entire big old shenanigan right in here. I'll write that down right quick. 2 over 3a to the third minus 5a to the second plus 1 over 2a plus 6. Mouthful, right? So we're going to distribute this 2a right here. We're going to distribute it to all of these. You're going to take that and you're going to distribute it to this. And you're going to distribute it to that. And then that. And finally, ooh, I failed. And then that one down there, this. So the first thing we're going to distribute it to is the first one, of course. So negative 2a. That. And then next we're going to write that down again. And you're going to distribute it to the, no idea what color I used for the second one, I'm sorry. Negative 5a squared. Negative 5a squared. Then you're going to take, looks kind of like a W, I apologize. Okay, then you're going to take it again. Negative 2a squared. And you're going to multiply it by the 1 over 2a. 1 over 2a. And then, once again, negative 2a. a squared. Whoops, I'm running off the page here. That's okay. I'm going to multiply it by this 6 right in here. I'll be back inside the page again in just a minute. Okay, we're going to do all these separately again. You know, just like we did with the monomial times the monomial, because that's basically what we're doing. Okay, so then you're going to take negative 2a. Okay, what's negative 2a? I guess I could just say, what is negative 2a times, negative 2a times 2 over 3a? Well, negative 2a times 2 over 3a equals negative 4 over 3a. So, hold on, let me just write that out so you know where the heck I got that crazy number, negative 2a times, that's a very ugly a, my bad, times 2 over 3a equals negative 4 over 3a. Okay, I'm really bad at writing up on this. Okay, so negative 4 over 3, stop it, 4 over 3a. So now you look at your exponents. What are your exponents? Your exponents are 3 and 2. And what you do is you add them. So 3 plus 2 equals what? 5. So then you have negative 4 over 3 to the 5th. Next, you're doing this. So what is negative 2 times negative 5? Well, negative 2 times negative 5 equals a positive, because negative times negative is a positive 10. And then you add your a up in there. Okay, so you add the two negatives equal to positive, so then you will have a positive 10a, very ugly a. Alright, now you look at your exponents, and you think, okay, you have 2 and 2, and what's 2 plus 2? 2 plus 2 equals 4, so therefore your exponent over here on the 10a is a 4. Cool, cool. Now you take your this one, okay, and what is negative 2 times 1 over 2? Well, negative 2 times 1 over 2 is negative 1. So, negative 1, negative 1. Now, you see this, you have an a and an a. So, see, above this a here, you have a 1. It's just invisible. It's just like when you write your variable, you usually don't write that 1 there, but we're doing it anyways for the purposes of this lesson. So, basically, you have a 1 there. Therefore, when you add your exponents here, you're having a 2 plus 1 equals 3. Therefore, right here, your variable, your exponent for your variable here is 3. Okay, and then finally, your last one. Negative 2 times 6. What is your negative 2 times 6 equals negative 12. So therefore here you have negative 12, and shove your a up in there. Okay, and then for your exponent, you don't have any of that here, so you just add this to it. So therefore you just have negative 12a squared. So therefore, the answer is negative 4 over 3a to the 5th plus 10a to the 4th minus a to the 3rd minus 12a to the 2nd.